I'm here waiting through the days, the months and years, always searching in the darkness through the tears. Rolling thunder, I can't take the silent nights. I won't stop calling when faith is falling. If I break, would it mean that it's all over? Though it hurts, I can never turn away. Without hope, we all have nothing, only darkness lost in fear. I will hold on to tomorrow, when I will have you near. I hope. The world keeps turning as I look up to the stars. I'm sleeping safely where you are. I'm left crawling from this nightmare of a dream. Turning whispers to a scream. Nothing can make me stronger. Though it hurts, I will never turn away. Without hope, we all have nothing, only darkness lost in fear. I will hold on to tomorrow, when I will have you near. Without hope, there is no feeling, only darkness, pain and fear. I will hold on to tomorrow, when I will have you near. My without hope, we all have nothing, only darkness lost in fear. I will hold on to tomorrow, when I will hold you near. I hope. All right, that song gives me tears, so give me a minute. Let's just say thank God I don't have a missing child. But yeah, that's a UK group that all formed together because they're all missing a kid. I don't know why they can all sing, but yeah. So you guys don't think I'm lying? I'll show you guys. I actually get tears in my eyes when I watch that. So I apologize. That's why I'm a little hesitant and pause. So you guys don't think I'm lying. You can see. There's something about it that just brings tears to my eyes every time I hear it. It's only like my 4th time listening to it, but it just does. So let me say hi to everybody. I didn't expect to go live tonight, so that's why I was late, last minute notice. I apologize for that, but I just got some footage from the benefit, and there's a lot I want to say about it. So it's not going to be a long live, but there's just a lot I want to say about it because body language speaks volumes. And somebody that was not actually on my radar list might be tonight. And I just kind of want to know what you guys think of it. Now, mind you, Xavier has been missing a month already. What I don't hear from his family. Now, mind you, What I don't hear from his family is a plea of help. Where is the plea for bring my son home? Where is the plea for if anybody has him? I understand. I'll give the family some credit for mom may not want to go on camera because she may be judged or say the wrong thing or something like that. I get that. I didn't realize my makeup was like half off. I totally get that. I do. But there's other people in the family that could say it, and nobody does. The brother, the son, the husband, the cousins, the aunts. How come nobody is making a plea to bring this kid home? Nobody's saying whoever took him, bring him home. All you see is the mom laughing. Get the fuck out of here. You're sitting there laughing? Okay. I'll give you my opinion when you see it, who I think is completely innocent and who is shady. So thank you, Rachel. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video. And it's actually a couple videos. I got some news clips and then I got some actual footage. I'm going to play the actual footage first. Before I do that, though, I want to show you guys something. Hold on. And by the way, it's contacts, by the way. They're not my real eye color. There's none or nothing about him on her face. Exactly. Besides that, it's even worse than that. Hold on. But it was some I was going to show you guys first. Here it is. All right. So the son, the one that's in her Facebook picture, has her arms crossed really tight. There's two people standing on stage with their arms crossed. One of them is a girl, very, very loose, which really doesn't mean much. Could just be she's comfortable like that. But when you have your arms folded tight, that's a sign of stress. Now, could it be stress that your brother is missing? It could, but that's not the impression I get from him. I really, in my heart of heart, feel like the mom and the son know something. I do. I can't tell you why, but I do. Well, I know the mom knows something, but I really think the son knows something. I don't know why I have this impression. I just do. But I'm going to play it. I'm going to show you who I feel is completely innocent. And just their their body language to me spoke volumes. So let me pull it up. Rachel, you go to intrepidcandlecompany.com. Okay, this is actual footage. Does the mom or anyone? I don't know. That I don't know. Thank you, Stacy. Okay, so this is actual footage. Now, this is the brother that's in the picture with the mom on the mom's Facebook. This is the mom. Behind her is dad. My opinion, everybody from here over is completely innocent. I mean, obviously the kids are, but her, him, they know nothing. Absolutely nothing. This side, I don't think dad knows anything. I think he does, and I think she does. I really do. Watch the body language and when things changed.
Hello, I would like to thank everyone that has helped in spreading the word and Xavier's picture all over the United States. I would also like to thank Molly's movement, and I'm very grateful for all they have done with fundraisers and personal help to the family. I would also like to thank everyone who was involved in the bake sale, from the ones who set it up to the ones who donated baked goods and the banks that let us set up there all day, to the awesome people that donated and helped raise almost $1,700 to go to Xavier's Reward Fund.
Yeah. Okay. The audience is clapping. Nobody up here is. Not mom, not dad, not son, nobody. Okay, that's a little weird to me. But okay, I'll let that slide. Everybody's nice and relaxed at this point. Mom's smiling, but I have a better one later. But I'm going to show you how bad she was smiling. That wasn't fake. She was smiling, almost ready to start laughing. But the son is nice and relaxed when they were saying thank yous. Why nobody could speak besides the family person? The only one that was there that night allegedly was mom. So why can't dad say something? Why can't the brother say something? Why can't the aunt say something? Why can nobody fucking say anything and plead for this kid to come home or be returned? Mom gives this bullshit clap. Are you kidding me?
I want to thank all the volunteers that came during the searches and all.
And now his arms go up. There's a big difference between his arms and her arms. Her arms are completely relaxed. His are not. His are extremely fucking tense.
Law enforcement that has come to help from all over. I could go on and on with the thank yous, but never would have imagined how far and wide people are helping. Xavier is a...
Rachel, it's the family. That's mom, that's dad, that's brother. I don't know who everyone else is, but I can tell you from here over, they're completely innocent and know nothing.
Shy boy until he gets to know you. After that, he is helpful, kind, funny, and is always happy. He thrives on making others happy and laugh.
These three look like they couldn't even be bothered.
He likes being outside, riding his bike, playing with friends, swimming, playing with his Nerf guns, and video games. Last summer, he had a blast when we went camping, fishing, swimming, and hiking. We also went into a cave by boat that he was a little scared at first, but really enjoyed.
Yes, Cinnamon.
He enjoys spending time with his family and always asks, when is the next time he is able to go visit again? The family just wants him home.
Yes.
From everyone in Xavier's family, thank you all for coming here tonight. Thank you for helping.
Like, is this a fucking wedding or is your son missing? Like, I feel like this is so, even for them, this is so not what you do when your son is missing a month. I'm sorry. It's just not. Like, you don't have a brother stand there like this with his arms clenched super tight going, Like, are you a fucking bodyguard or are you the big brother of the kid that's missing for a month? Mom smiling, which I have a much better close-up of that. Dad saying nothing. Over here, I understand relatives, friends, whatever, completely innocent. I see nothing from them, nothing that strikes me as odd. This side, I don't think she's got anything going on. But he is fucking chilling, completely chilling. And wait till you see the close-up of mom.
Us raise money for the Finding Xavier Harrelson Fund. Again, 100% of the proceeds tonight will go to the reward fund so we can bring Xavier home.
Okay. That's another thing. So we can bring Xavier home. Is Xavier dead and you know it? Like, I know that guy doesn't know anything, and I know this came from a family member, but how much of a reward do you need to bring him home? Like, I don't know. It just seems weird to me. And I know that guy didn't write that himself. Someone in the family gave it to him, but it's chilling to me. It's weird. Like, you just don't say things like that. Like, so we could bring him home. Do you know where he is? Like, do you know if you give him 50 grand, you'd be able to bring him home? Because that's what it sounds like. You know, how the wording is just off to me. Like, I would think that you would say, so we can find him, so we can do something. But I feel like she gave him to somebody and she's holding out for money. I don't know. Something is off. I can't tell you why, but something is very fucking off. I don't know what. It just is. So let me show you. Then it just goes on. Mom's giving the stupid fucking golf clap. What? These little kids in front are clapping more than mom. Son doesn't fucking clap at all. As soon as it's over, he's looking at this bitch and they're fucking laughing at each other. Your little brother is missing for a month. Like, this is just wrong on so many levels. I just can't. Yeah, Samantha was there. She didn't have a lot of phone battery left. So let me show you the other video. The other video I clipped from some news channels. What's up, Andy? I don't know if they've done polygraphs. I do know tonight's benefit raised $5,000, which is awesome.
Thank you for coming and thank you for wearing orange.
One after another.
Thank you.
Hundreds of friends, family, and people seeking answers are donating what they can in an effort to learn what they can about what happened to 11-year-old Xavier Harrelson.
I just pray he gets brought home.
Ophelia Dillingham went to high school with Harrelson's mother.
That woman will make you cry by the time this is over. Because she made me cry. She's doing it again.
There's Sarah. She's only met
And then there's the brother again, laughing.
Xavier once before moving to Minnesota, but that one interaction left an impact.
He was literally one of the brightest.
Like, hold on. Like, is this a fucking social gathering for this kid? I mean, for real? Like, this is your baby brother. Allegedly, you know nothing. So why is this like a fucking social gathering for you? I understand these people, but not for you. Sorry.
Impact.
He was literally one of the brightest little kids. Always had a smile, always. And you just had a good feeling when you were around him.
It's that memory of him that drives her and so many others to continue searching. And tonight, a message from the family pleading for help.
He enjoys spending time with his family and always asks, when is the next time he's able to go visit again?
Like, here are close-ups. Look at the brother's face. Like, I'm sorry, this is not normal. Like, and I'm not trying to judge this kid, but this is not normal. This is not how you act when your baby brother is missing a month. You just don't.
The family just wants him home.
While continuing to hold out hope for the best possible outcome in a month that has taken its toll on friends, family, and the whole community.
I can't imagine what the family is going through because it's hard enough for people that are just around.
She makes me cry.
Through music. Each note bringing tears to some as they gathered in Grinnell for a benefit concert.
The family just wants him home.
Xavier.
Okay, let me just go back for a second. Everybody in this circle, I have no idea who they are, but I guarantee you everybody in this circle knows nothing. Everybody in this circle wants him to come home. They don't know anything. I could see it in their faces, the way they're looking. Nobody's smiling. Even the kids aren't smiling, but nobody's smiling. They all look like truly depressed and, you know, sincere.
Xavier Harrelson's father and other family members stood on stage as someone read a...
Look at her. She's fucking laughing. Like, this is a joke. And he's not too far behind. Why are you laughing? At first, I thought maybe she was crying. She's not crying. She's fucking laughing.
Statement on their behalf.
Xavier is a shy boy until he gets to know you. After that, he is helpful.
She's laughing. That's not crying. That is fucking laughing. Why are you laughing? Like, is this a joke? Is this fucking funny to you? Disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting. That's when I saw this, I was like, you know what? I gotta go live. I gotta go live. I don't think he's involved at all. I really, truly don't. I think dad is completely innocent. They're not together. They don't live together. Dad is given no impression that he's involved or anything. I don't think Dad is involved at all. This one and this one. I'm sorry. This is not normal.
Kind, funny, and is always happy.
And I heard she was probably high as a kite, but I can't confirm it.
11-year-old is still missing 1 month after vanishing from his Montezuma home. His mother and father declined interviews Tuesday night, but thanked volunteers for their
Okay, I'm not being an asshole, but if my kid was missing a month, I don't think I'd be eating. But that's just me. I don't know. Maybe I would be, but I just can't imagine my kid missing and I'm sitting there eating, talking like, hey, what's up? I don't know.
Effort to find him.
I could go on and on with the thank yous, but never would have imagined how far and wide
that's Samantha.
People are helping.
I wake up every day and I just ask myself, where are you?
Like, why isn't the mom saying this? Why isn't the aunt saying this? Why isn't somebody who the family knows saying what she's saying, what the other one was saying? That's what people do is missing. I can't with this family.
Where are you? Every single day. Just where are you?
It's a whole month
answers,
now.
The only thing this community can do is cling to hope. Clad in orange, they collected donations for the reward fund.
Thank you.
This 16-year-old alone raising $200.
Like, they could be smiling. It's okay for them to smile. She raised money. She's proud of herself. The little boy. In times of tragedy, times of tragedy, kids will make you smile. Absolutely. Funerals, any sadness, get a kid around. They'll always make you smile.
Simple stuff makes a big impact.
Others prepared flyers while firefighters grilled a free dinner.
It's a moment to celebrate that the community cares and the community is here, and it takes everybody,
including these local musicians, giving up their time to find Xavier.
I pray that all these efforts, from everyone's time today just helps bring him home.
Raised more than $5,000, so that is added on to the already $23,000 that they had in the reward fund. So now it's up to more than $28,000.
No, they didn't post that person's bank info. The reward is held at Montezuma Bank, and that's why you may think it's bank info. But Montezuma Bank is the one holding the reward funds. Samantha's the neighbor that reported him missing. But there's one more thing that I want to show you guys. If I can find it again. No. Hold on. All right, let me look it up. Hang on. She's saying the check info. What do you mean? All right. So here's a timeline of what went down. On May 27th was the last day Xavier was seen. He was reportedly wearing blue pajama pants and black shoes. On May 28th, the FBI joined the search effort. On May 30th was Xavier's 11th birthday. A group of 400 searchers comprised of volunteers, police, FBI began a large-scale search event. On June 2nd, the county sheriff's office put out a call for surveillance video. On June 4th, the FBI creates a website where the public can submit tips, videos, and pictures. On June 9th, the sheriff's office put up a $15,000 reward for information on the search. June 21st, the reward is increased to $22,000. Xavier's been missing for over 3 weeks. On June 29th, a benefit concert is planned to help increase the amount offered in the reward fund that was developed for information about the boy's disappearance. They have got over like 400 leads, and not one of them is solid. They haven't gotten like one solid lead at all. The account number of whose bank account? A 16-year-old that wrote the check, all of her check info was shown. Oh, that doesn't matter. You can't do anything with it. I mean, you write checks. But I've been doing it for years. I'm going to do a session for him tonight. See what happens. Yeah, Rachel, let us know. But I just want to know, where is the plea? Where is the plea for bring my son home? Can you please bring my son home? I don't know what you're doing to my son. I don't know where my son is. Please bring him home. Please don't hurt him. We'll do whatever we want, what you want. Like, there's none of that from any of them. It makes no sense to me at all. Was that our checking account? It was a rescue group. I don't know. It was on the news. I'm sure it's okay. I don't have a channel. Too much drama on YouTube for me. I do it at home. It is a strange situation. Sarah, I totally agree with you. Totally agree. Hey, Rhonda Lou. I believe mom is guilty too. Now, the family seems to come down on me for that and thinks, how horrible I am that I can say that. But I'm not seeing mom do anything to counter her bullshit. I was told from somebody that lives over there that mom and boyfriend went to a Subway yesterday or the other day, and they were happy, giddy as can be. Parents, no, they will not make a statement. And dad wasn't even around, which is very weird to me, because I don't understand why dad won't make a statement if dad was never around in the first place. They're not together. Dad doesn't live there. So why can't dad make a statement? He's not guilty. He wasn't even in the house. So why can't you make a statement? And why can't the other son make a statement? I don't know, something about him is way off. And Nikki, that's possible too. I don't know if the son lives there though, but that's very possible too. Muffin, because that's what normal people do when the kid is missing. That's just how normal people react when a kid is missing. If you think somebody has your child, then you plead for them to come back. If you believe that your child was abducted, you offer anything. I'd offer anything, whatever you want. Just make sure my son or my daughter is safe. I will give you whatever you want. Take my life, spare my child's. Like, those are the kind of things that you say when you're truly missing, when somebody is truly gone. You speak to the news, you put it out there. There's certain things that you just do. Now, I understand that when people are guilty, it's very easy to say, hey, we're going to do this or this. That's what people do when they are guilty. We've seen that. But when you're innocent, I don't see a lawyer for them. I don't see them lawyering up. But if they don't say anything, then they can't get in trouble, because basically they're pleading the fifth. But I'm sorry. When I see, hold on. It's funny though. You guys noticed the check thing. Like, I wouldn't even think of that. All right. This is just not normal. I'm sorry. Hey, Molly, I'm sorry, but it's not. He's also cracking a smirk. It's just not normal. Your kid is missing. Your kid is missing for a month. And you have this smile on. I mean, that's not crying. You are fucking smiling. It's just weird. Thank you, Shannon. It's just fucking weird. And he's smirking. I don't know. I'm starting to get the feeling like maybe he is alive and she's doing this as a plot for money. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe is the family? No, the family's not getting that money. Hey, Rainbow Bright, the family's not getting that money. Montezuma Bank is holding on to that money. As far as I know, there's no GoFundMe for them. And even if there was, I don't think anybody would donate. I think somebody was looking into it and then they said no because the whole family was shady. Yes, this is mom that threatened me. And the family didn't believe that mom really threatened me. So I'm going to show you guys the entire thing. Because the family thinks that it was me and that I'm only showing bits and pieces and I'm not showing the whole story. So I'm going to show you guys the whole story and how it all went down. But yeah, I can't believe she's sitting there smiling. That's just wrong on so many levels that I just can't. Thank you, Rachel. The bank is smart. I agree with that. The bank is smart. Thought if they were getting the money, that would be why she's smart. No, they don't get the money. Mom would have to catch you first. Yeah. But I mean, who does this? I felt Xavier's still with us since I heard about him. That's why I'm wondering if he's with some family member someplace else. I don't know. But now one solid lead has come to pass. I heard they're all a bunch of meth heads. So I don't know. Something is very off with her. Very off. Found someone on another channel has a blue van listed with a license number. Contents is in one of the mom's photos. There's a blue van in the background. She's drinking on a silver car hood. Huh? Did you? I don't know. I'd have to see it. I don't know where they would have got a photo of a blue van. Like, I don't get it. She lives in a trailer park, so you're going to see stuff around it. 45 minutes West Dubuque. I don't know. Just this smile spoke volumes. She's a failed meth user who gets... Oh, I know a lot of people that have been big on meth. How'd she get it on a car hood? That's true, too. But, I mean, I can't get past the smile. The smile is just too weird. To get together at a park or something. All right. Yeah, send it to me. Exactly. She's proud it's happening and she's having a good time. That's what I'm saying. Same thing with this one. I mean, her Facebook page says it all. Her Facebook page has him and her, and that's it. There's a girl missing here in Pike County. Go check it out. How old? There's a boy missing. I don't know if he was found. She is loving the attention. I agree. Because that's just not normal. And I just want to punch on the fucking head. I really do. There's something about him that's off. There's something about her that's off. Dad is fine. Thank you, Dre. Dad, I think, is fine. And I really think everybody else is fine. I don't like him and I don't like her. There's a boy found, but they can't find the sad. Where was there a boy found? I think this one's worse than Cameron. I don't know why. But thank you, Dre. Checking her teens and was seen riding a motorcycle. The father lives, I think, around there. I don't think the father lives far. But I don't know if he lived with them or if he lives with Dad. That I don't know. Pete, that's what I'm saying. She told me mother used diabetes supplies to do something else into her leg. My daughter couldn't believe it. Yeah, I heard that too. I heard it. She shot meth in her leg, and that's how her leg got fucked up to begin with. The 7-month-old baby was found. No, not 7-month-old. There was a 16-year-old teenage boy that went missing. But I haven't followed up on it. I'm muting so you guys don't hear the vape because I heard it's like annoying as hell. So I'm muting when I vape. Which email did you send it to? Leilani, which email did you send it to? Meth in the leg. That's what I heard. I can't say it's true, but that's what I heard. That's what people in one of the groups are saying. Meth in the leg with diabetes. Thank God for Samantha. I agree. Ignite. Oh my God. I haven't used that email in forever. That's why you're not getting it. That's why I'm not getting it. Yeah, I haven't used that email in forever. Can you resend them to can you resend them to yeah, I'll give you an email. She's gonna have the other leg long if she's doing it. That's what I heard. Why is the neighbor reporting the kid missing? Because she did not do it. She didn't want to report him missing at the time, but the neighbor did not feel right about doing that. And the neighbor said, yes, I'm calling this in. And that's how it came to pass. It's just crazy. Whoop.
Tonight, the FBI is involved in the case of missing 11-year-old Xavier Harrelson. Officials out of the Omaha office telling our team they are helping Montezuma police officers in any way they can. Xavier was reported missing last Thursday out of the small eastern Iowa town. He was seen on his bike.
A community organization in Bettendorf is making big moves to improve the downtown area, all in preparation of completion of the new Interstate 74 bridge. News 8's Kalia Patterson will tell us what improvements they made and what they look to do.
No, I don't think the father has them. I have a couple of Facebook groups, but the one for this channel, the one for this case is, I don't have a Facebook group for. I belong to some, but I don't have any. But I don't know. Just something isn't right. The mother would have made the report. The mother told Samantha, and this is all in the interview, but the mother told Samantha, oh, why don't you get some sleep? You don't have to look for my son. Really? Like, who does that? Who says that? The whole thing is just so off to me and so weird. And I don't like feeling like it's a conspiracy. I really don't. And I don't like giving off that conspiracy feeling, but the way they're acting, something is not right. It's just not. Do I think any other family members are involved besides possibly the son? No. And if the son doesn't live there, then I swipe that. I totally take that out. Candace Wells, that's a different case. No, that's a different case. Candace Wells is Summer. Thank you, Nikki. Yes, they're contacts. Hey, Denise. So the mom hold on. Samantha is actually going to come on panel. She's trying to figure it out. Mom has been with a boyfriend allegedly not that long. She stopped her from searching. It is a new relationship. Somebody said it's new, but it's not really new, but it is kind of new. So while Samantha's figuring that out, let me check my email. Okay. Hey.
Hey, are you there?
Yeah, welcome to the big leagues.
Hi. Give me just a second. Okay.
All right. Somebody sent me something. I don't know. I can't tell what it is. Xavier Harrelson, missing boy located. Ryan Lawson saw the same man, Xavier. What the hell is this?
Yeah. Last I knew, neither had been found.
And it was from a week ago. This makes no sense. Okay, Lily. The second one just shows a blue van, but where's the other one? You said there were two of them. Whatever you have in the background, can you lower it or turn off TV or something? Because you can hear it.
Yeah, hold on.
All right.
Kyle, turn that down, please. Turn that down, please. Okay.
All right.
Is that better?
Yeah. Did the son live with him? Did the other kid live with him?
Josh didn't live with her.
Oh, all
No,
right.
no, I believe he's been living with dad.
All right. So then I'll rule that out. But his body
Yeah.
language is fucking weird to me. Like it's
Josh, the brother.
yes.
To be honest, Josh is a little, I don't want to say weird. I'm not trying to sound mean, but I mean, on a normal day, that's probably how he'd come off to you.
All right.
So,
and can you, since you were there, can you please explain this to me? Hold on. Why is she smiling?
I'm not sure. That is Darcy, which I'm not exactly 100% sure what her exact relation is.
Oh, this is mom?
No, that's not mom. She didn't get up on stage.
Ah, I thought that was mom.
No, she never got up on stage.
Oh, damn. All right. I'll see. I'm all fucked up. I'm wrong.
I was trying to find a picture. Somebody has a picture somewhere of Sarah and Travis talking to each other. And I was trying to find that picture to send you, but I can't find it now. She's got an orange band in her hair and she's using a walker.
I don't know. But that's so weird. I thought that was mom.
Yeah, no, I don't know if that's like great aunt or I'm not exactly sure what Darcy's relation is.
All right, guys, cancel everything I've said to date. I swear to God, I thought that was mom.
Sorry. I joined in late. By the time we got cleaned up, we just got home not too long ago, so.
All right. Well, thank you for clearing that up. Now I feel dumb. But yeah, I was convinced that was mom. And I was like, but then again, why didn't mom go on stage?
Nobody knows. To be honest, she kind of kept herself back around the corner of everything and everybody. She didn't go around to tables. You didn't see much of her. You didn't hear anything from her. Everything that is being said was either off camera or from her telling somebody else and then them telling, somebody. I do know that I believe the speech was wrote by dad.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's frustrating.
So can you tell me why nobody is pleading for him to return home?
That's a question I ask myself every day. And if it wasn't for, these ladies, I call them Xavier's Angels. These this little group of gals that have just dedicated every free minute of their day, of every day since Xavier went missing, to getting him out there. Besides them and myself, I'm terrified to see if I didn't report him, if I didn't reach out to my community. That is something that really got brought to light to me tonight. I didn't realize, I guess, how important it was that I did report him. But then, when I sit and I think about what if I didn't report him? How long would this little boy have been gone, before somebody else realized?
I agree.
And it's just, as a community, we are beyond frustrated. Hold on, buddy.
I can imagine.
So, tonight, at the benefit, getting together, I met most of these people for the first time tonight.
Okay.
Most of them I never even heard of or even talked to until Xavier went missing. And then they reached out to me on Facebook. And then we've just been kind of talking and coordinating between each other. Joy has been, she's amazing. She's the one that's kind of been the foot behind everything. She's a great organizer.
Okay.
She is the one that got together Molly's movement for Molly.
I was going to say, she the one that runs Molly's movement.
Yes. And, like I said, unfortunately, she's already been through this. But at the end of the day, that's been beneficial for us because she's kind of already known the steps that, you take and what we needed to do. Because I had to Joy, what do I do? I'm getting his face out there. I'm getting his information out there. what more do we need to do? What can I do? And she's really been the front of it all, her and Tina. The turnout tonight was amazing. I did not expect that many people, honestly.
Yeah, they raised $5,000, I heard.
Right. And
That's
that was
awesome.
just off of the silent auction and stuff. But we raised, I don't know if the shirt money is in with that, but off of t-shirts alone, we raised over $400.
Wow, that's
Just
awesome.
off of t-shirt sales. I mean, that's amazing.
That is awesome.
And if you would have, when I got there, it was orange everywhere. Orange everywhere. And it was amazing. I mean, it was a great time. I had to kind of remind people, you know, we're here because of a bad situation or a bad, or, you know, something that's not good, but we still need to be able to enjoy this. Xavier would want us to have a good time. So just remember to have fun, you know, loosen up a little bit. I know a lot of the ladies, this is really getting to them. You can see it on their faces. I know mine as well, probably. I'm exhausted. And some of these other ladies, I see them tonight, and it's just like, you know, we had to remind each other that we have to take care of ourselves so that we can keep doing this for Xavier.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on.
Yeah.
Nikki brought up a good point. I was going to ask you this too. So did the mom say anything? No, his favorite color was rainbow and not orange? Or she hasn't said that was only to you?
That was only to me, I believe. I didn't even see that post for a few weeks. Because I'm assuming she has me blocked. I can't see anything that she posts.
Oh, I gotcha.
And so the only reason I seen that was because somebody had screenshotted it and sent it to me.
I gotcha.
And so, and the color orange, I didn't even have anything to do with it. So we were just trying to pick a color, you know, to hang ribbons and catch people's eyes. And then she blew up on me about that. And then that's when everything else, you don't talk about your missing son. You don't plead for him, but you can get on there and bash me because I picked the wrong color.
Exactly.
So that's been, I'm hoping over with. I spoke to someone in the family tonight, and they told me that Sarah was appreciative for calling me. She was glad that she called me, but I guess I still don't understand why she's upset. I don't get it. I'm assuming, I mean, the only reason I can think that she'd be upset is because I reported it.
Exactly.
You know,
that's my thought.
Right. Because I mean, what else? You can't be mad at me because I picked the wrong color trying to, you know, put your son out there to grab attention.
She could have corrected it. She hasn't corrected it.
Right. You know, she got on, she put that one post up about his favorite color is not orange, it's rainbow, you know. And it's just, it's mind-boggling her behavior every step of the way. And I'm not pointing fingers, you know, because there's still so many possibilities with this. I mean, we have nothing to go on. We don't know if it was an abduction. We don't know if he ran off, wandered off this one time. We don't know if an accident happened or if this was a purpose. You know, we know nothing. And I am above and beyond frustrated. Tomorrow I'm hitting the phones. I'm going to be on law enforcement. I'm going to be on everybody, just trying to get something done here. We're not searching anymore. Why? Like, if you don't have anything to go on, then we should still be searching, you know, somewhere, something. What was that?
They probably can't because of manpower. There's just nowhere left to search.
No, we can't say that because they didn't search very much at all. They searched a mile radius from the trailer court to the lake. That's it. There is so much timber on that back side of that trailer court. I mean, we got 3 lakes back to back that are just lined up. And that's not including all the farm ponds that are back there. We got Fox Forest, which is right across the road, which is, I don't even know how many acres of trees. That's the forest. My oldest son had a fort built out there for over 2 years before somebody found it.
Wow.
So, I mean, that goes to show, you know, how much it's traveled. And I feel if law enforcement didn't have anything to go on, then we would still be out looking. Why would you call off the search after one day of searching? You know, unless you found something or you got a lead.
Didn't they say they believe that? I could have sworn I heard they believe that he's nowhere near there. I don't know why they believe that or anything, but that's what I was told. That they don't.
I haven't heard that.
No, I could have sworn I heard that or read that. Maybe I read it. That
maybe I haven't heard that. But I mean, we're 8 miles off of Interstate 80. You know, so, and the trailer court is right on the edge of town. I mean, you pull out of the trailer court and it's a straight shot. There's nothing. You're right out of town and you're out of sight. And that's terrifying, you know. I mean, I'm assuming that they've looked up the cameras off of the interstate compared to the footage that they've retrieved from here in town. So I'm hoping at some point that they can connect something or something, because this is insane. I mean, it's overwhelming. It's becoming really, really hard to contain my emotions. I mean, my little guy, I can't serve dinner without getting upset. I can't tuck my kids into bed at night without getting upset just because I think of Xavier. And
personal, because you are pretty invested in it.
Right. I mean, I know Xavier. You know, he's just such a happy, joyous little boy. And I don't understand it. I don't understand how anyone could harm a child or do anything with a child, you know. But I don't understand is you can't just vanish. There has to be something somewhere. Somebody had to have seen something, heard something, and I can't address it enough when I talk to anybody in our community or anything. It doesn't matter how stupid it might seem or how little it might seem. It might be the one thing that we need to find him. And unfortunately, you know, money shouldn't be the reason that this gets resolved. But if that's what it takes, and that's where we're at, and that's why, you know, we're raising money for the reward fund. Because I mean, what else can we do? We've got his posters up in every single state in our country, -1 right now. We've almost got him in every single county in Iowa. And so what more can we do besides keeping it fresh? But what can we do here as a community? Can we search? Do we not search?
Do you know what's sad though? And I looked this up the other day. There's a lot of missing kids in Iowa.
Turn that down. Yes, I know. I didn't realize that until the other day. I got curious on Interstate 80. I was curious about how many people have gone missing within, I even put a 20-mile radius of Interstate 80.
A lot.
And it blew my mind. And that's what's so scary, you know, is I never realized that or thought of that until this. You know, I am just sitting 8 miles off of the interstate. You know, I got 18, 14, 13, and 6. You know, and so it's like, what if I couldn't imagine if that was one of my own? I mean, this hurts so much just being a friend. I couldn't imagine it being.
I agree. I totally agree. I called my son today and I said, hey, you want to come home early? He's like, what early? I said, I don't know, like 2 weeks early. He's like, how come? I said, well, so we can work on your room and stuff. He's like, all right, when do you want to pick me up? I was like, phew. But he wants to spend a weekend with his brother in Cedar Rapids. And I'm like, oh, that's real close. And I told his brother, Dylan, you better keep a fucking eye on him. He's like, of course I was. I'm just saying, you better keep a close eye on him.
Yeah. Yeah, we were at the benefit tonight, and my little one was trying to run around and play and all that, and I'm just like, no, you exactly. 5 feet. If I can grab you, and if you're any farther than that, then it's too far. You know, and I even broke it down to my kids on the way. I said, look, we are going to this event because of a missing child. I do not need a missing child. So
No.
stay close.
And I didn't want to scare my son. I didn't tell him why. But his dad was like, "What do you mean you're taking him early?" I said, "I think I'm going to come there like 2 weeks early. I think I'm going to take him like, instead of the 20th, I'm going to pick him up around the 13th. I was like, "It's not." He's like, "Why?" I said, "Because we just have stuff to do." I'm like, "I want him fucking home. That's why." Like, I want him home. I want him out of Iowa. I could not believe, even Davenport. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of fucking missing kids in Davenport. I did not know that.
It's scary. It's really scary. And what made me look up that was Ryan Larson, that case.
Yep.
10 days before Xavier went missing, same age and same, don't have a clue, and everybody keeps, he researched how to hide from the cops. Listen, I don't care. No 11-year-old boy is going to hide from the cops this long.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Like,
I don't believe that either. I don't.
And so now my question is, are they connected? And then how many others down the line? I'm trying to keep my faith in.
Cinnamon said, "I don't mean to harm or hurt, but I want to know your opinion. Do you think the Predator house Xavier went in, something happened and his mother and brother blamed him, freaked out, and killed him?"
Okay. Xavier went in. Okay, something happened and his mother and brother blamed him, freaked out, and killed him. I guess I don't understand that.
I don't understand that either. The Predator house? What Predator house?
I think I know what she's talking about there, but what is she talking about as far as like the wording is confusing. Something happened and his mother and brother blamed him, freaked out, and killed him. So is she asking the mother and brother blamed Xavier? I'm assuming.
Maybe. I don't know. Cinnamon, can you reword that? Pete, I just don't think the reward money's enough for somebody to come forward.
No, I think if that was the case, it would have already happened by now. I mean, at 20 grand, if you're not persuaded by 20 grand, then,
some people wouldn't talk for 20 grand. They'd talk for 150 grand, but they're not talking for 20 grand, 30 grand.
Right. And like mom's behavior tonight, I mean, I know everybody was there to have a good time and all, and to celebrate, Xavier's life and that, we're out there looking for him. But she didn't interact with anything. And everyone copes different. I'm still trying to remind myself of that.
Was her boyfriend there?
No, not that I know of, but I don't know what he looks like. Like, I never heard of a boyfriend or anything until all of this. I didn't see Stephanie there either, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Who?
Stephanie, the ex-roommate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she wasn't there tonight. I found that a bit peculiar. I expected her to be there, I guess. So yeah.
When Xavier was in the Predator guy's house, the guy may have done something. And when Xavier explained it to his mom that he was freaked out, his family may have blamed him and killed him.
Okay, so I don't believe it was anything like that, like that they blamed him for anything. I don't know if anything happened to Xavier while he was there. And the brother wasn't around. Josh didn't come back until after Xavier was missing. Yeah, I don't see that as a no.
Somebody sent me, hold on. Is it possible the former roommate might be protecting him? I think they were cleared, though. He was in jail or something.
Well, okay, so Xavier went missing on Thursday. We had the vigil for him Monday night, and they arrested James Lowe an hour before the vigil. And I can't see, I don't think Stephanie would just be hiding him out. I think she knows that it's hot, and I know the law enforcement was on her at first, and then cleared her. They confiscated or they impounded the camper and her car and all kinds of things. But I do not believe that that is related to Xavier. I think that is related to James Lowe's previous charges. So I don't. Yeah. This is so frustrating and overwhelming. It's insane.
Okay. Adam Lynn Moshman is the boyfriend. He was on parole or probation for $50,000 bond. Hold on, let me look it on my phone so I can blow it up. It's one thing about Iowa. You can always get their records.
Yeah, easily.
I tell people, you want to see my custody fight? Just go to Iowa Courts Online. All right. He had a warrant executed to him in 2019. She didn't open up what it was, though. He had a possession of drug paraphernalia in 2019, simple misdemeanor. Possession, it doesn't say what kind. Boyfriend then pled guilty to domestic abuse assault, first offense. Guilty by court, domestic abuse assault, first offense, simple misdemeanor. Then most recently, control of a firearm weapon by domestic abuse offended. This was on March 21st of 2019. It was dismissed on June 18th of 2021. That's a class.
I don't think that was on Sarah.
What?
I don't think that was on Sarah because
No, that was on Adam, the boyfriend.
Well, I know, but I mean, I don't think he wasn't with her then. There's no way.
Oh, the domestic abuse.
Right, yeah. She was with James Lowe then. Because that's got to be about the year that I met them. If not, yeah.
Did you hear the new rule I was doing Thursday? I heard it before. You no longer need a permit or a license for a gun.
Yep.
That's crazy. They said gun problems are higher right now, so they take away the permits. Good job, Iowa.
Right? We truly live in a failed system. That's another thing I've learned from all this. I know I started hitting Congress last week, and I'm gonna be hitting them every time until I'm heard. We've got to get a better alert system in place for these missing kids.
I agree.
Xavier didn't qualify for the Amber Alert. You shouldn't have to qualify for an alert like that. I mean, I can understand them not wanting to put a warning out every couple hours. Give me just a moment. Hey, look, this is Laura. She's a nice lady. She's helping us with Xavier. Here he is.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Hey, everybody. This is Xavier's friend Kyle. He's my motivation behind all this, huh? Yep.
Hi,
we hang
Kyle.
posters every day, don't we?
Yeah. And whatever store we see it does not have Xavier poster, we always put one up.
Yep. We do, don't we?
You miss your friend, don't you?
Okay, baby. I'm going to finish talking, all right? He had to come see what I was doing. That's my little guy. That's why I'm involved in all this.
Aww.
And I mean, everything is for him. There's every day, every morning, the first thing out of his mouth is, "Are we going to go look for Xavier?" And the last thing at night was, "I'm going to say my bedtime prayers for Xavier." You know, every day is a struggle for all of us. You know, tonight I know really helped everybody in the community come together. And if Xavier's out there and he sees or hears any of this, I just hope that he knows that there's people here that truly care for him, and we are looking for him.
Absolutely. Hold on one second. This guy,
okay.
It was control of a firearm, short barrel rifle or short barrel shotgun, class D felony, and it was just dismissed on 2 weeks ago on the 18th. But it was from a domestic abuse from last year. That's what's on his record.
Huh. I don't know. I don't know anything about Adam. Or I've never seen him. I've never even heard her talk about him.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's I still don't know what to say or think. Like, I know I'm sick and tired of saying I don't know. And I mean, still there's so many possibilities that are out there that, I mean, it'll rack your brain. It doesn't stop. It's hard to stay positive now. You know, we're over a month in, and still with nothing to go on.
What does your gut tell you?
My gut tells me that something bad happened. Unfortunately, I don't know. I don't feel that we're going to find him safe and happy like we want to. It's just been too long, you know?
I agree.
Even if somebody had him that's family or anything like that, you'd still think that they would have come out by now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just, I try not to think negative, but it's hard. It's almost impossible now. You know, as much time has gone by and as many possibilities, who knows? Well, I mean, somebody knows, but none of us that care know, you know.
What do you think the odds are that mom is actually innocent and somebody actually did take him?
Well, like I've said before, I mean, from day one, I can't see Sarah hurting her son, you know, but accidents happen. You know what I mean? And so I'm going to say, no, I don't think Sarah has anything to do with it. But at the same time, I can't take that little bit of possibility out of my head, you know, that maybe an accident did happen.
Now, you're all close enough that you would hear a gun being shot or something like that. Like, you would hear that, right?
Yes.
Any kind of
for sure.
Scream. Like, it's just what bothers me is there was screaming beforehand and neighbors heard that. And then poof, this kid disappears.
Right.
And there were no cars in and out, they said. Like, that to me is just too much coincidence. Like, it's just one step too much.
And as far as the no cars coming in and out, I'm gonna assume that what they mean by that is no new cars coming in and out.
Yeah.
But I know that there was 2 people that were reported at her place that night. And so who's to say it wasn't a regular car that had been to her place? You know, they're not going to think that's out of the norm if they've seen the car there before.
That's true.
So that's where I'm stuck when it comes to that part of it, is nobody seen anybody new coming in. So who regularly was still coming in?
So who was at the house?
Well, Stephanie said she was there. And then I also heard that this Donnie guy, I don't know any more information. I just know Donnie was there. And so have they talked to Donnie? Have they asked him? Have they questioned him? Anything? I still have not been able to confirm that. Law enforcement is not given a budge on anything. But one thing that was brought to my attention tonight that it actually kind of gave me a little bit of reassurance was with the Molly Tibbetts case. I didn't watch the trial myself, but a gentleman had gone on and posted it told me this on one of the pages. He was like, law enforcement were so close to throwing away that case with Molly Tibbetts because it was something about the evidence wasn't logged right or something like that. To where he was like, that's probably why law enforcement is so tight-lipped, because they don't want to take the chance of, jeopardizing this investigation. They're trying to make sure they're doing everything right. I get that. I understand that.
Yeah,
but still, awesome. And not even just being a friend, just as a community member and a parent here, I need to know.
Okay. See, I didn't know.
No matter what, I got a leash on my kids.
I didn't know there was somebody at the house, but what if these meth heads, because I'm going to call them meth heads because I heard that's why her leg is fucked up to begin with. But what if these meth heads heard mom and him screaming and somebody, hit him, hurt him, pushed him down, bumped his head, he's dead, and then they somehow snuck him out, which is a very likely scenario. There's no cameras anywhere that can confirm somebody bringing something out of the house or in the car, something.
No, as far as I know, there wasn't anything pointed like at her trailer. I do know that there was cameras at the first trailer when you pull in, and I know that they've taken that footage. But no, there wouldn't be any way of video around her. She's at the end of the road. She's the last trailer. And so she's in this corner right along a fence. But directly behind her trailer, like 20 feet, is the storage units, which all storage units have been checked.
Okay.
But when you pull into the trailer court, if you pull in and you veer off to the left, that's the storage units. It's the same driveway, but then it splits. Okay. And when you pull back there, it's just a dark corner. It's black as can be back there. And it's literally 20 feet from the back of her trailer, to where if something was to happen and he was taken through there, nobody would ever know. And you pull out of there and you're right on the highway headed to the interstate. So
my gut tells me they're going to find him in a dumpster. They're going to find bones in a dumpster somewhere. That's my gut. Either that or in the water. But I think that somebody took him and threw him out somewhere. Yeah,
and that's, there's so many scary parts to this, but there is so much terrain around us. There's so much forest and little patches of woods and ponds and lakes, and the possibilities are endless, pretty much. It's just, we're this tiny little town in this little spot of nothing but tiny little towns around us. And so it's, you got 5 to 10 miles of cornfield and forest between every town, so it
are they cameras on the storage units? That's a good point.
See, I don't know that there is. I know that they had some theft in there in the storage units. I'm gonna say like a year ago or so. I know that the landlord, the same owner, owns the trailer court and the storage units. I know he put some lights up back there, but I don't know about cameras.
He's got cameras back there, but we think they're duds.
My brother said he's got cameras back there, but he thinks they're duds. Which,
I agree, Cheryl. That's why I said that I have a feeling that if there was somebody at his house, they didn't like the argument, something happened, and boom, he's gone.
Yeah, something. I've just either somebody took him out of that house unwillingly, or an accident happened, they still had to remove him from the house. Or he was abducted, which I still I'm not leaning towards the abduction. I'm just not. He was on his bike. He never left the trailer court. Somebody would have seen them pull in and approach him on his bike.
Yeah.
Like, I can't settle in on the abduction.
That's a good point too, because in a trailer court, there's a trailer facing every way. So you don't know who's tweaking, looking out a window. You don't know who is gardening in their yard. Like, you just don't know. And
right.
I don't think you're right, though, that nobody's going to take
this trailer court. Right. And the way this one is set up is like, to pull in, you have to drive past all of these trailers to get to her. All of them. And I know most of the residents in there, everybody works different shifts. Of course, there's the ones that don't sleep, that are up all night, it doesn't stop moving. The trailer court doesn't shut down. So it's almost impossible for me to accept that no one heard or seen anything.
I agree, because every trailer court, you always have the old people that are nosy, that know what's going on around with everybody. You always have the drug addicts that tweak and look out the windows. You always have the middle of the road normal family. Like, there's every single trailer park has these three families. You know what I mean? They just do. And and I agree with you, though. Somebody would have seen something.
Right. And so that's why I'm stuck on, he was taken out that back way, or he went out that back way, because I don't believe that he was taken out through the main strip, the main little road there, because it doesn't seem plausible at all.
But if she didn't know what happened, I can't fathom that she would tell you, stop looking, go sleep. Let's not call the police yet, because she was giving whoever took him more of a leeway. That's just every neighborhood. You're right. But trailer parks are closer together. And that, to me, just tells me point out blank that she is guilty. Thank you, Amy. She knows what happened, and she was giving this person a head start. They can't even come up with the time frame. If he was out on his bike, he never made it back in. A lot of kidnappers would take the bike too, because it's evidence. So they'll just grab the bike too, And the fact that his bike was laying in front of the trailer, that means that he allegedly made it back to the house. So if he made it back to the house, then her story makes no sense, because did somebody grab him right in front of the house? That's kind of odd in the middle of the day.
That wouldn't happen. There's no way that, without anybody seeing.
Exactly.
And if he went willingly, then it was somebody he knew, I don't know, Laura, honestly.
I think these people are getting smarter and smarter, and nobody can tell me that a drug addict is not the smartest out there, because they are, and they can manipulate, and I'm one, I know it. But I feel like in her situation, in Summer Wells' situation, that people that kill their kids are getting much smarter about it. They're not leaving them 5 yards away. They're not putting them in shallow graves. They're getting rid of them very far away, so you're not going to find them unless it's by some mere twist of fate that you're going to find them. I mean, me personally, if I'm going to kill a child, which God forbid, but if I killed my child, I would drive to 15 states away. I would make sure that there is absolutely no evidence. I would throw them in Florida Ocean with the alligators. You're never going to find anything. That's to me where people are getting smart now, and they're realizing that they can't ever leave evidence around. And that's what you have to do to get rid of a child. You're like, or a person, a body, it doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people are thinking like that, you know, that's how you can no longer pull a Casey Anthony, just put him 5 feet away, you know, or near the
Right.
house, or shallow grave, nothing. Like, you just can't.
Yeah, I hate thinking like this, you know. I can't wrap my head around anybody harming a child for any reason, you know.
I agree.
And then my biggest thing is you don't even plead for him. Like,
Exactly.
you don't, not one, I love you, I miss you, if you have my son, let him go. Nothing.
I agree.
You know, and that bothers me, I think, more than the I'm not gonna involve the police, or, you know.
Yep.
Is that she just doesn't seem like, I mean, you can't tell, you know, you wouldn't know that she was his mom
I agree.
by behavior.
I thought that woman on panels was the mom. I got to rewrite this whole thing. For the first half hour of this live, ignore everything I said.
Yeah, she never really showed her face there. She kind of hid back in this little group of parked vans on the side of the little barn thing that we had the concert in. And I mean, she didn't even stand with the group on stage. And Darcy wheeled herself up there with her walker. So why couldn't mom?
It just doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't me either. I know Dad was very, very upset tonight. But I mean, like, Travis has been in on it since day one. I mean, he came right down. He hung flyers. He's helped with the bake sale. You know, he's doing the dad thing. You know, and just
why did he separate the kids? Why did she have him and he has the other one?
Josh graduated high school, so he's over 18.
Okay.
He just graduated and then went to live with Dad.
Okay. So he was there from up until recently. I gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I believe he graduated last year.
Okay.
It was either, maybe last year, maybe the year before. I don't know. It's been a minute since I've seen Josh. I seen him tonight. I couldn't believe him. He's not the same kid. He was friends with my 18-year-old. So
crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy and unexplainable have been my new words, besides I don't know.
I don't know. My gut just tells me, like, I don't believe he's alive. I don't. As
much as I try to stay positive and I'm trying to hold on to that hope, it's almost impossible now.
See, Sarah, I feel the same way. Knowing 2 other people were there that night changes everything. I totally agree with you. You're welcome, Laura. No, I'm not letting it go. I mean, obviously, if there's not a lot of information, I'm not going to report anything. But the whole thing tonight was weird. But then again, I probably wouldn't have gone live if I realized that wasn't the mom. I really thought that was the mom. Anybody talk to the oldest son? Yes. Candace never showed tears. Mom is too defensive. I agree. Mom, there's something way wrong with mom.
Yeah, something's off. And I mean, everybody copes with everything differently. I cross my fingers and pray that she didn't have anything to do with this, you know. But it ain't right. Nothing has been right with her. I mean, nothing from body language to response to reaction, nothing. What are you doing?
And everybody said she was wasted. That she was high.
Mom, can you hear me that?
Got it? All right.
Did you talk? Oh, I spoke to the mom. She hates me. The whole family hates me.
That makes two of us.
Exactly.
I love you too, buddy.
She
So yeah. I told Darcy tonight, I spoke to her and she told me that Sarah did appreciate calling me and that she appreciated all that I was doing. And I just responded with, look, I have never disrespected any of y'all. I have done nothing but respect Xavier and his whole family, including Sarah. If anything, defended her, you know, and still to this day I am.
Yeah, you have.
And, you know, if she gets over it, she gets over it. If she don't, she don't. It's not, it ain't gonna break my heart. I am solely and truly in this to find this little guy.
I agree.
Like,
Has Michelle Harrelson come after you? She's after me every day. She haunts me. She comes on my channel. She's in Facebook groups. She comes after me daily. I'm like, hello, Michelle.
Yeah, she kind of backed off of me a little bit. So I'm glad she's on someone else. Thanks, Laura.
She's been on me for a while. Everywhere I go, there she is.
And when he jumps up, he's like,
yeah. You're so funny. He had to come tell me a SpongeBob joke. Do you know what Patrick got on his bubble test?
What?
Or what?
How did Patrick do on his bubble?
Come here. Tell her.
How did Patrick do on his bubble test?
Well, how did he do?
He blew it.
He blew it.
And the next one.
He's got that second wind of energy I wish I had.
So what song does Patrick listen to at his house?
What?
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Next one. What do you do for fish sound bad?
What?
What do you do when a fish sounds bad?
Tuna fish.
Tuna fish. These are popsicle jokes. Come on the popsicle sticks.
Yeah, which one can Peru and one like Delta V can?
Okay, baby. We're gonna talk. Oh man, he is the joy of my life, I tell you. But he needs to be taking his butt to bed. He's got summer school in the morning. I'm your best friend and you're mine.
I agree. He should never stop telling jokes. He's adorable.
Yeah, thank you. He's my good one. Well, all my kids are good, but my 14-year-old boy, he's just stuck in that lazy stage right now, or he doesn't want to do anything. Nothing's cool, you know. I'm a lame mom. And then my daughter, she's a spitting image of me. I call her Sam Jr. times 10. So I got my work cut out.
I hear
you. He's my little buddy. He's my sidekick. We don't hardly ever see us not with each other.
Aww.
So,
and I'm sure even more now, even more so now.
Yeah. Yes. And I can't tell if that's him or me. I know me for sure. I'm like, nope, death grip. Come here. I'm going to suffocate you in my armpit so I know that you're close.
Exactly.
Right.
Hounds, because she threatens everybody. We don't know these people. Everyone is suspect. I agree with you, but they threaten everybody. God forbid you say anything about them. They can't handle it. They don't want you saying anything about them. I left one of the Facebook groups because I'm like, is this about your ego or about finding your nephew?
I actually had to change my phone number.
Did you really?
Yeah, I had to change my phone number because of the threats and the just nonsense, you know. Well, I put a post out on my Facebook page before I contacted the police, and I was just trying to reach out to the other people that lived here in Montezuma. Like, hey, you know, if you see him, just ask me. If you see any boy about this age walking down the road, ask him, do you live at the trailer court? And if he says yes, you tell him to get his butt home or call me. I put my number out there. Well, after I made contact with the police, and then it just blew up and my phone number got out there, in between the threatening messages and the hundreds of calls a day as, do you know what happened? Did they find him? Like, I couldn't take it anymore. I had to change my number.
Hold on.
I mean, I keep everybody updated as much as I can with any info I get, which isn't much.
All right, I have a question. I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but when you just said that, it triggered. If she was shooting meth, do you think she did it was a meth rage?
So I'm a recovering addict myself. I don't understand that. You hear of all these cases and everybody trying to say, yo, it was meth. I know that you get irritable and anxious, especially coming down. But I still can't see her purposely hurting them.
I didn't say ice. If they were doing ice, shooting ice, because that's different than smoking. Shooting is like another level, and ice stimulates the release of two neurotransmitters or brain chemicals, dopamine and noradrenaline. These lead to intoxication, similar to being drunk, making people feel excited, alert, euphoric, but also potentially hyper-aroused, anxious, irritable. Depending on the dose, the effect can last 4 to 12 hours, although it may take up to 2 days. Agitation levels in ice-induced psychosis seem to be higher than a normal psychosis, but otherwise symptoms are indistinguishable. The real-life stories are no less threatening. Like, I'm just saying, if it wasn't her, maybe someone in her house went into a meth rage.
I mean, that's all possibilities are on the table right now, and I don't know this Donnie person, I don't know Sarah all that well, so to be honest with you, I can't really comment on that. I've never seen her psychotic and freaking out and screaming and hooting and hollering, threatening and cursing at people like she has been. I've never seen that side of her. And so that has been, surprising to me. Like, this isn't the person that I've, conversated with several times over the last couple of years. I've never seen that side of Sarah until Xavier went missing. So I guess I can't tell you if she was like that before, Last time we seen Xavier, my daughter's birthday party was the first week of May. And so that was the last time Xavier had been over. And I mean, he was as happy as could be. He stayed the night. We had a great time. We had the birthday party out in the garage. It was awesome. And he just, I can't wrap my head around, because I'm hearing the stories of things that people had seen or noticed about Xavier's life. And to sit here and try to think that he lived that life, but was still able to smile every day. Every day. Every time I seen him, man, he had a smile on his face. Like, that. Yeah.
Thank you, Amy. Because what I'm thinking, I mean, it's possible that the person she was with, maybe it was the first time he was ever shooting meth and went into a rage. And I mean, there's nothing, I don't know about you, but there's nothing more fucking annoying when you're high than a kid, especially a kid screaming.
Yes.
So I don't know, but I think that if that was the case, if it was like her friend doing it, wouldn't somebody hear her screaming?
Right. You would think that, or, and then, it's hard for people to not to keep things in, So if somebody helped or participated or anything, you would think that they would have told somebody else. And then I guess now all we can hope is if that's the case, that it just keeps going down the line, I guess, until it gets to somebody that's going to bring it to light.
I don't know.
I don't know. You know, it's when you involve drugs and the drug life and everything else, that takes this to a whole other level
I
than
agree.
just your normal missing kid, you know, because it's what if it was drug related? What if, she owed a debt and all that? I don't think she was involved in anything big enough to have to do with a child. Like, I'm sorry, but a little $50 bag isn't going to make me want to come take your kid. I don't see
True.
that. I don't think that's the case here. I really don't feel that it's like drug dealing related,
Yeah, but you never know. You never know.
But you never know. You never know. Exactly.
It could have been mixed with bath salts. It could have been like, did they even do a drug test on them? No.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I do know I heard tonight at the benefit, she's going to be going in. She's got surgery. I believe it's next week to have her leg re-amputated or amputated more.
Is it really from shooting dope? Because that's what I was told.
I don't know. I don't know why she lost her leg. That happened before I met her.
Wow. Because that's what I was told, that she lost her leg due to meth. Or that it was infected because of meth.
That could be it, because your body when you're high on meth, everything from a bruise to a cut or anything like that does not heal or anything like it should. It slows everything down in the body. She's been battling this infection in her leg for months. And I mean, it is by far the nastiest, grossest infection I've ever seen in my life on anything. And I've worked in hospitals, so it was like, I'd tell her, like, you need to do something about that, Sarah. Like, that's pretty bad, and now it's gotten to the point to where I guess they're taking more of her leg.
Could she have owed somebody money?
I mean, she lives on disability. She's lived on disability as long as I've known her.
And are they sure that she was fighting with Xavier that night and not somebody else?
I can't confirm that. The neighbor, he says that it was them and that they were fighting over Legos or something like that. So it's hard to tell. He was 10. He's now 11. And for a heated argument like that, and for it to go on as long as, listen, I've argued with my kids. I promise you, my neighbors have heard me yelling at my kids, but I'm not yelling at the top of my lungs for 20 minutes. No. That is hard for me to kind of wrap my head around, is arguing with a 10-year-old child for that long at that, high a voice to where the neighbor can hear you. That is odd. But who knows? Well, I mean, somebody knows, but it's beyond frustrating. I guess the other thing I can't understand is I don't even feel necessarily that law enforcement has necessarily brought her in and like tried to make her crack or pressure her.
I don't get it either.
Yeah. And why not? Why? I understand now if they have to be careful on making sure that they're processing everything properly, but to us as a community, it doesn't feel or look like they're doing anything. And that's why we are so frustrated. We're getting so frustrated, is that we feel like they've just kind of pushed him back and he's already a cold case, And I mean, I've been calling law enforcement every day. And that's what I started, telling everybody else, start calling them every day and just start pressuring them. Maybe we'll get a press release. Maybe we'll get something, I've got organizations that have been reaching out that want to come in and help search and look.
Well, they haven't done a press release?
We haven't heard nothing from law enforcement in over 2 weeks.
Wow.
Nothing. The only thing that you do here is the news that me and Joy and Tina have been doing. You know, the little interviews with the news groups, like just trying to keep him in the light. But yeah, no, we haven't heard anything. To be honest with you, I haven't even seen law enforcement, like even around in town, like they were. First couple days, there were hundreds of them here. You see them everywhere, and now we don't see nothing. You don't see no movement. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. And that's why we're so frustrated, is if you're still pursuing this and we're not seeing it, just let us know. I understand they can't tell us what they think or their leads or details, but you can at least get on and say, hey, I have no update for you, but we are still investigating. That would be reassuring to us. There's so many questions that I don't know that we'll ever have all the answers. I know that I won't ever be able to understand, you know, some of these things.
A meth-induced psychosis is hallucinations, causes delusions and hallucinations. When combined, it's considered psychosis. Hallucinations include hearing voices, seeing people or objects, or developing a false sense of danger. Psychosis can include paranoia, aggression, or violence. Meth psychosis often resolves within a week after stopping meth, but it can continue long-term in some cases.
Wow. See, being an addict myself, like I never had side effects or anything like that. I never experienced hallucinations or seeing things that weren't there. So I don't know about
outside.
The what?
You didn't see tree ninjas outside? Come on now.
No.
I did on coke. That's when I stopped.
We call them my old buddy used to call ninja. He called ninja stars. And like when he'd been up too long, he'd see little black dots like off in the peripheral. He'd be like,
that's exactly right.
Like, what are you looking at? And he'll be like, the ninjas. And I'm like, oh my god.
Exactly right.
Time for you to eat a sandwich and take a nap.
But I was never into meth. But I had coke psychosis many of times.
I battled it for 10 years. It's hard. It's a struggle. It took a lot for me to come up out of it, but it's possible. And to all of you out there, if you're listening, you can do it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Did you use
I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's easy, you know, but the biggest thing is changing your lifestyle.
I did it every day. And every day I got fucking paranoid. 1 in every 3 meth users report getting sores or skin infections. Injecting a meth triples a person's chance for psychosis.
Wow. See, I can't comment on things I don't know, and I've never seen that side of her. I never seen the crazy flail little arms around in the air Sarah until this. I mean, I never even so much as heard her. I mean, she never even screamed at Xavier in my presence, you know. There's you know, hollering, there's yelling, you're yelling at your kid, and there's screaming, you know. I never seen or heard any of that myself until he went missing.
It just seems so, and you can look at it both ways. Like, on one hand, it's kind of coincidental that they have this huge fight about something stupid the same day he goes missing. Was it planned? Right. Was it, you know, was that your excuse because you knew you were getting rid of him because you just didn't want to deal with him anymore? You know, like there's so many different angles you can look at it. But at the end of the day, I still think that she's involved. And I just, something in my gut tells me that he's no longer with us, but she knows exactly where he is. Exactly where he is. And I have a feeling that whoever was in the house with her is the one that took him out. Whether she did something or not, who knows? But she knows what happened. one way or another. She knows.
Yeah, somebody knows something somewhere. I can't grasp the I can't roll with the abduction theory. I just can't. I can't. That doesn't settle with me. It doesn't fit for me. And I don't know. Up until I was just reminded about the Corey Brown case, I was firm on Xavier would never wander off. He'd never take off like this, until I got reminded about Corey. I lived an hour away from where I'm at now. I'm from Marshalltown, and that's where Corey, his case went. And happy kid, happy life. Mom, he got in trouble. Mom took his phone away one time, and he walked out the door and was found froze to death, later on. And so that has been really popping back up into my head. Like, what if he did wander off? What if this was his first time?
Too afraid of the dark. Too afraid of the dark.
But you got to remember too, we've got the 11 p.m. to 11:30 a.m. window. So what if he got up first thing in the morning and was like,
but nobody saw him in the morning.
What was that?
Nobody saw him in the morning.
Right. Nobody saw him in the morning.
Only the mom says that it was 11 o'clock in the morning, but nobody can confirm they saw him except for 8 p.m. the night before.
Right.
So that's why I don't believe he was even alive or anywhere near anywhere in the area in the morning.
Right. And that's why if he wandered off, I think he did it first thing in the morning. I'm telling you, Xavier would never wander off in the dark. He's terrified.
Kids aren't running away without their bike. He's taking his bike.
Right. And that was my other thing, and so then when I think of it like that, then it starts leading me into the direction of, well, he knew whoever he went with and got in their car. But it still comes back to somebody had to have seen something. Somebody had to have heard something, because every trailer in that trailer court, you hear every car door. They pull in, you see the lights. I just don't. If you heard Mom and him arguing the night before, how would you not hear anything else unless it was in the middle of the night and the neighbors were sleeping? That corner that she sits down on, her neighbors across the street work nights. Her neighbors next door, the one that reported the argument, they're probably sleeping. They've got a daughter that's about the same age. And then the other gentleman that's across the road, it's him and his mom, and they're both, older. They're in bed early, so their ears are, peeled like they were at 8 o'clock when they heard the argument. So it's one of the things, like, somebody had to have seen something, and then there's a possibility that they couldn't have. And from my experience being in that trailer court, somebody had to have seen something, had to have heard something. Somebody somewhere there, unless he was taking out that back path, because that's the only way where nobody would have seen it.
Is it possible? Now, we don't know who Mom's friends are, but is it possible? I guess anything's possible, but when Mom and him had a fight, one of Mom's friends says, I'll take him to cool down somewhere, and then disappeared, or hurt him or killed him or dropped him off somewhere or something. And
that's a possibility, but I don't
driving to his dad.
I don't know if the two people that were there were the only two people that were seen there. I don't know if anybody else came in. I haven't even been able to confirm if they've made contact with this Donnie guy and interviewed him, and so yeah, like you just said, the possibilities are endless, with not a freaking clue, not one lead, not one sense of direction to go in this. And it's like, the more and more we try to find answers, the more and more possibilities we end up creating. And so, and I tell you, they've all played out in my head. I've even caught myself putting myself into Sarah's like body pretty much in her trailer, and like, well, if this was to happen, then I would do it like this. But I always run into something that stops me from it, like, well, if I'm trying to get him out of the trailer, well, then this person over here would have heard or seen me, And so there's so many different scenarios. There's so many different possibilities. There's so many different ways that this could have happened.
I agree.
And not having a single clue. I mean, you can't just vanish like that. It doesn't work like that.
I agree.
With today's technology and today's world, it's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
You can get on Google Map and get a satellite picture of your location. Have they done that? Like, that's got to show you something. That should tell you about the vehicles that were in the area at the time.
No.
It shouldn't take over a month for you to go through footage.
I agree.
Like, and with as many law enforcement that they had here to begin with, there's no way that they didn't cover all of that. Like,
hold on, she doesn't know about the new boyfriend. I doesn't know anything about him, so we don't know any of that. But
I don't know nothing.
I mean, I don't understand. If you want to get rid of a child, just give him to his dad. Like, I don't. That's a scenario too.
Travis would have took him in a heartbeat.
So weird. But I am gonna shut down because I gotta get to bed. I'm falling asleep.
Me too. I was just about to tell you the same thing.
Thank you for coming on and straightening it out. So now I can, tell everyone, don't listen to the first half of my video, because that's not the mom. So, but I want to thank you for coming on. You are welcome back anytime.
Yes.
I'll let you know.
Let me know if you come on and talk about this. I'd love to pay attention.
Let me know what happens with the police.
I will. I'll keep you updated. Yeah, I'm gonna hit it hard tomorrow, starting with law enforcement, and then I'm working my way up to Congress. So
all right. Let me know.
We gotta stop failing these kids.
Absolutely.
So,
let me know.
All right. Thank you, Laura, for everything.
Absolutely. Right. Bye-bye. Crazy. Thank you, Amy. So again, I'm going to say, ignore the first half of my video. I thought that was mom. That's not mom. So I look stupid, but it is what it is. I'll change the title to match it. But yeah, I guess there's a mystery guy that we didn't know about. Mom definitely is involved one way or another. She has to be. There's just no way she's not. And I'm sticking with that. I really am. So, but I'm going to go to bed. I want to thank you guys. Thank you guys for the super chats. And I know it was a late live. I know it was a last minute live. But I'm glad. Thank you, Tinker. But I am glad that Samantha came on and straightened that out, because I thought it was the mom. So I'm glad you were here too, me heart. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Sleep well. For those of you on the other side of the country, of the world, have a wonderful day, because I know it's morning for you guys. And thank you again, Samantha, for coming on. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.